There we go. Now it's working on YouTube as well. That was the problem. It was a problem at least, but it has been solved. All right, back to work. Oh yeah, I don't need to provide my own soundtrack anymore. I have copyright-free beats in the back. Just checking for mold lines. In the past, I was really bad about dealing with them. Modern 40K models really don't have them that much, but they occasionally slip through. I hope it doesn't oversaturate things too much, but I actually could use some more light. It makes things kind of bright, but not too bad. I need to be able to see what the heck I'm doing. And part number 4, which looks like a little hose. There are some hoses, but that's not the right kind of hose. There it is. It's quiet. Hello, Seeker. There we go. You're killing bugs and watching streams? I dropped the part. It's gone forever now. Oh no, is it really? Oh boy, that's... Oh, and I'm banging my camera stand. That's probably gonna be a common occurrence, me dropping things. Hmm. Hello, elf lawyer. Covering up my instructions. So, number 4 goes like that. Do you play 40k elf lawyer? Okay. $80. 51, 52, and 80 are the parts I need. Okay. Da, da, da. Hmm. The War Dogs must have been created at a time when GW was still figuring out how to get everything you need on a sprue, because I'm having to bounce around between a lot of these sprues. Although, I guess it was originally designed to, if you notice there's pegs on there, they were designed to all fit together into one massive box. There's 52, and there's 51. It's weird to think that, like, before 2007, models would just come without instructions. Just kind of had to look at the picture to, like, figure out how it goes together. But they were much simpler than modern ones. This one's got a little bit of a mold line on it. Just scrape it off. Ooh. Over on our YouTube channel right now, I want to say hello to Super. Oh gosh, I don't know how to pronounce the second half of your name there, so I'm just gonna call you Super. Um, is asking, what is your favorite type of model to assemble? Hmm. That's actually a hard one. Part of me likes, I want to say like part of me likes the older Games Workshop models where they were like a bit loosey goosey and you could like pose them out and everything. But also like when they're done, like when it's all said and finished, they don't look as good as the modern ones, even if they're a bit more fun to put together. Um, but I'll probably say like assembling characters, but like not a character out of a box, but like I'm like kit bashing a character out of a bunch of different parts. Because I always like figuring out how they go together. I like doing some custom work on them to like get the pose just right and everything. And with characters, I can take my time and actually really work at it. So if I'm putting together a squad, I don't want to spend that much time on each individual dude. So I'm gonna say character models is probably my fave. All right, we got that. Yeah, this guy's gonna take a bit. Let me know if like the music is too loud or anything like that. Oh no, I forgot. I didn't keep track of which one is 52 and which one is 53. Or sorry, 51, 52 here. Do they go on like that? Yeah, it looks like. No, other way works better. Oh, almost dropped it again. Da, 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 da. And there we go. We have a little crotch section. Hips, whatever. It's the middle part of the robot. Hmm. Oh, I see what's showing me. Legs time. These look like legs. This is my very first time assembling them. Or Chaos Knights, I should say. I have a lot of other Chaos models, but I've never put together a Knight before. And, funnily enough, when Knights came out is when I had taken a break from 40k. And it's when their, like their practices with like producing the models really changed is when I was away. Oh, I think the music's getting too loud. I'm having to talk over it. That's no good. Or maybe I'll just turn down my headphones. Um, so I had switched over to War Machine, and meanwhile GW started releasing like 40k Knights and stuff like that, and I was like, Oh my gosh, like things over there are really changing, but I've made my choice. Like I'm over here now on this side of the fence. And then War Machine kind of dried up in my area of the country, and I went crawling back to 40K afterwards, and things had changed so much. Like just with how you assemble a model. It's crazy how much what like changes 5 years can do. I don't know if any of you had seen my game against Nathan, the Hermit Druid, against his Imperial Knights. But I want these two, as part of the story, basically, to be a couple of captured machines from that battle that I've probably had my warbands like basically do some tryouts amongst the cultists to see who's worthy enough to be stuck into a machine. What would be appropriate tryouts, I wonder? Here we go. Oh, okay. Super is saying no spoilers. It was a long that was definitely a long game. Uh I'm wondering if it's worth like editing it down so that, it fits into a nice cozy hour instead of the 4 hours it ended up being. I need practice with editing software anyways, it's probably a good idea. Nice. Big old chonky leg. Ooh, I'm torn if I want to do something special for the bases of these guys. Always cover your glue back up when you start working on another piece, because that top will definitely harden up on you, and you'll never get glue back out of it ever again. That's not true. It's just a pain in the ass. You can get it out eventually, but I've struggled with it. I find occasionally flipping it really helps. Peace out. What about you, Super Willa? What armies do you play, if any? Space Marines and Thousand Suns. And a little heart guy. I need to learn more about emojis. I had some I had some Thousand Suns. Um and I've kind of converted them. They're still going to be Rubric Marines for my Chaos Space Marines. Um but I gave them all shields, and they're like I want them to basically be breachers from like the Horus Heresy days. But I also have like Airmen and some Rubric Terminators I'm not sure what to do with yet. Actually, I have one of my breachers right here. Is that coming through? Yeah, there's our boy. Need to finish painting them. I had a bunch of custom emotes for Discord a while back. I should start working on those again. Alright, I think I cleaned up all the mold lines on this. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, I actually haven't fully painted the Rubric Marine yet. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna be painting him in Alpha Legion colors, so which is pretty close to Thousand Suns colors, just more silver than yellow. All right, we got another leg assembled, but forgot some pieces. Does anyone know if the regular Knight Armigers have this many mufflers on them? Hello, Quincy. I'm gonna sneeze. I muted myself just in time. My allergies have been going wacky right now with the warmer weather. How am I? Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. Hold on. All right. No one had to hear that. I'm doing good. I had a job interview today and it went really well, so I'm excited about that. About time, honestly. And I have new Warhammer to put together. That's also really good. Da, 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 da. Yeah, check it out. These guys have like actually I called them mufflers originally, but I'm realizing they're maybe more like plasma flasks or something built into the backs of their legs. Maybe it's to help them go fast. Which one fits better? That one fits pretty good. That's probably the correct one. Oh, I'm all sniffling now that I've sneezed 2 times in a row. That's no good. I see. Nathan, the Hermit Druid has arrived on the Twitch stream there. Nope, I don't need magnets. I got my own magnets. I'm gonna be putting into these tonight. I'm prepared. Also, I got my magnet installer right here. Actually, Hermit, do you want to name the war dogs? Give them what their old names were? Considering, you know, you know, they might have once been Knights of House Avalon. Ooh, look at that. He's got like little running legs. I'd rather be a heretic than a lapdog. Am I supposed to install the calf armor at the same time? The picture here makes it look like I'm supposed to. Oh, I'm all sniffly now. Dang it. Stupid allergies. It looks like I am supposed to install it now. Oh, let's see what the next page says. Oh, okay, no, we're doing feet next. Told you I'd be struggling to follow the instructions. Oh, I use rare earth brand magnets. I think that's the brand, or that might be the type of magnet. I think that might actually be the type of magnet. I'm not sure what brand these are. I haven't bought magnets in a long time. These ones I ended up actually getting secondhand, so I'm not even sure what brand they are. But if I remember correctly, that army painter has magnets that I think those were the ones I bought before for my War Machine minis. Hmm. It if you go to a gaming shop though and they have magnets available, they're probably going to be pretty good. You don't need something crazy strong for most models. They're probably going to get the job done. I used rare earth magnets on my defilers, and I really should have used more than what I used. Because just using the little ones does not hold up their whole ass body. All right, I need like their hip sockets and their feet. Here we go. $53 and $56, and they're just little round guys. Just little round guys. Oh, that looks like a little round guy. I see two. 53, 56. That's them. I'm actually really torn right now if I want to build up their base before I like get them all posed out and everything. Maybe at some point I'll take a bio break, go out to the garage and see what I can scrounge up to build up the base. Yeah, exactly. I with these big flat bases like this, I feel like it's worth it to try to build them up a little bit. Are these legs interchangeable? I think they are. Oh, it really just that's how you get I see. That's how you get them in different poses. That's actually kind of ingenious. So yeah, the legs have their slots for their hips at different angles, which means, and because they're interchangeable, you can put one like that and one like that. And then for the other one, you can then reverse the legs so that it's stepping in a different way. That's actually really smart. So that they only have to make one mold, but it actually gets multiple poses out of the mold. Yes, this is going to be less a night house and more the new Mechanicum allies of my Alpha Legion have captured some knights and they're just putting some dudes in it. It's called an Inferno house. Infernal house. Is that supposed to be broken? Where are the other legs? Oh yeah, it is. Chaos models. You can't tell whether or not it's actually like it was broken in transport or if it was designed to be that way. All right, so install these little dealy guys. One in. Cool. I also really appreciate that they have set this up in such a way that I could cut these pegs off and then position the legs however I want. I might do that on the second one. We'll see. Again, you know what? I think we'll just build this one up vanilla-like and build up the base on the second one later. We need some feedies. 19, 20, and 20. Oh, right there. Ooh, lore books or like novelizations? If you're just looking for lore books, oh boy. Who? I mean, the current Chaos Space Marine Codex, as well as if you can find the ninth edition one, it basically has all the exact same information in it. Um, and you'll probably find it for like $10 right now because it's like not it's not something that's like currently people are looking for. If you're looking for novels, oh boy, anything by Aaron Debenensky, I believe his name is. He writes the Night Lords trilogy. He wrote Talon of Horus. He does a bunch of short stories and stuff like that. Um, yeah, Talon of Horus is really good. Yeah. Oh yeah. These are all uh audiobook versions you can get on Audible with your credits and stuff. Yeah, the Night Lord books, they're gonna make you cry. Uh, eh, so something that the authors do a lot with coronate characters is they kind of give them dementia, and it makes them so fucking tragic. Aaron Debenensky does it all the damn time, and other novel authors have started to copy him. I've noticed, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so heartbreaking to see them slowly like devolve. It's just bad. But yeah, for actual names, yeah, look up Talon the Horse is really really good. Fire Fist, my beloved. It stars Abaddon and the people who basically instigated him into becoming Abaddon because at the start of the book he's just some guy who just kind of wants to be left alone hunting monsters on this frozen planet. And everyone shows up and they're like, "We fucking need you, dude." Um, and yeah, the Night Lords trilogy. So that starts with Soul Hunter. The Night Lords they're chaos, but they're not chaos. Like they very much love to brag that of all the traitor legions, we're the only ones who didn't fall to chaos. But they have a demon prince on their ship. They have corn worshippers in their squad. Like it's a chaos warband, guys. I'm seeing these. I'm responding to people on YouTube. Hermit. They do it for the love of the game. Oh, with the Night Lords. I see. I see what you're saying. Uh, yeah, no. Uh-oh. I sound sounds like I have visitors. I'm gonna mute myself very briefly. Never mind. I don't have visitors. My brother is supposed to stop by, so I'm like keeping an eye on the door right now. He has more rare earth magnets for me. Oh, I wanted to say as well, if you love Iron Warriors and Siege Warfare, Storm of Iron by Graham McNeil, it's one of my favorite books ever. It's so goofy, but awesome. Uh, it's, yeah, it's, oh my gosh, how do I describe this without, like, spoilering anything? It's chaos and just Iron Warriors at their best. You know, like they're just having a grand old time being evil pricks, and you gotta love them for it. There's a sequel to it, which is in, of all things, the Uriel Ventress series of books. At one point, he goes to Metrogard, and because Graham McNeil also writes those books, he reuses his characters from Storm of Iron, and but they're way goofier all of a sudden because the Uriel Ventures books are like a Saturday morning cartoon version of 40K. And so all our Iron Warriors are like mustache twirling incompetent idiots, and it's hilarious. Yeah, if you want something that is like more serious chaos vibes, Soul Hunter. If you want something like goofy, I'm gonna have a lot of fun reading this, Storm of Iron. Also, can I just say, for all the people who complained about female custodies and how they're freaking out that Games Workshop might release a female Space Marine, and they're like, that's impossible, it could never possibly happen. Storm of Iron is from 2006. It has a female Space Marine in it. So, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. All I found out about, I found out recently about the Flesh Terrors lore is that they live on a planet called like Carnosauria or something like that and eat dinosaurs. Sorry about that. I disappeared right on the bombshell. Yeah. Yeah, she is like she's an Iron Warrior slave. She's one of the Imperial officers that gets captured really early on, and one of the Iron Warriors takes her as a slave to basically clean his armor and everything. And throughout the book, she gets angrier and angrier at her like predicament and everything. And you know what happens when you get really angry about stuff in 40K? Somebody takes notice. And Korn starts to like slowly feed her power, and she eventually. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say it anymore. She does become a space marine for like a whole 5 minutes before she's then raised into like bloodthirster status. Blood Angels coded. I love it when the Blood Angels are just allowed to be horrific monsters. It's their like best trait, honestly. Do you have a actually wait. Uh Super will I think I'm saying your name correctly. I don't know. Do you, I assume Thousand Suns are your favorite like chaos faction then, right? Oh, I put this toe on the wrong spot. Your voice? I can try. Give me a sec. I might be able to futz around with some things. I'm sending you a Discord call. If you accept it, I think your voice will start coming through. I hear you chewing. You can't be chewing on this on the thing. Stop eating your pecans.
No, I was kissing my wife.
Oh, I guess that's allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, she just had asked me a question when you said something, and I was like,
uh,
uh,
Super Willa, are you
so
able to hear a second voice all of a sudden? I want to see if it's working. It should be because you're coming through on like my my
yeah.
music.
Yeah. I was just about to like I'm sitting here watching you do this, and it's like reinvigorating my urge to like put together fucking Space Marines and shit.
Put together some Space Marines.
Well, that's what I'm doing, Olive. I'm rolling a smoke, and then I'm gonna put together some Space Marines.
You can't put together Space Marines while you're smoking.
No, I mean, absolutely, I can. Absolutely, I can. That's what I'm going to be doing in your garage. Like, I'm going to be just like making best friends with your garage. That's the only place that I can sit around and just sit and smoke and work.
Nope.
You don't have to be in there.
You're not allowed to smoke in my garage. You're gonna make the walls
No,
yellow.
no. So I like.
Perfect. Thank you,
the
Super
deep.
Willa. You're like my little
Oh,
like technical support at this point.
The deep-seated masculine urge to sit around in a dank, smoky garage and work on your special little projects.
But ooh,
Like,
but hold on, wait. I need to keep talking about novels real fast.
yeah. Sorry.
Super Willa. Talon of Horus. The main character is not actually Abaddon. The main character is is actually a couple of Thousand Sons guys. So you might actually quite like that book, because they are Thousand Sons, but they aren't part of the Legion anymore. They got kicked out for various crimes, and so it's kind of cool to see things from their perspective though, and how they have to make their way in the galaxy without their Legion behind them anymore.
Who is this again? The Thousand Suns, you said?
Yeah, that's in Talon. In Talon the Horse, the main character is Thousand Suns Marine.
I am thoroughly I like
Him and his buddy.
every time. It's only like a 400 or 500 page book, and it should be done, but like ADHD, right? So like, I don't pick it up. Like it's in spurts, but God, every time I pick it up, 100 pages and like 100 like, have disappeared.
Uh-oh. Where'd the other toe go?
The Assassinorium Kingmaker.
Oh yeah.
Man, is it fun. I'm just getting to the Night World now, and we spent the first half of the book, and it's just been like pure 40k MI6.
I mean, that's any book with the Alpha Legion too.
Yeah, that sounds great. Like,
they are basically the assassin, the Adeptus Assassins or whatever the heck they're called.
Yeah. They're one of the fucking few people that can outplay the Assassinorium.
I'm missing a toe. Where did I put the dang thing?
But yeah, it's been super fun because the entire first half is like, you know, you're just getting to know these like 3 characters that they getting to know the assassins and like about them, their different ways of operation, which is really cool because it gives like, you know, the Vindicare assassins or like the, you know, the super sniper guys. They're like, see, each one of them really just does like stand out why the Assassinorium was divided into separate temples, because none of them they have to be so specialized. Like a Vindicare has to think like a Vindicare. A Vindicare can't step away training from being a Vindicare to like the Calidus mindset and the Vindicare mindset are so diametrically fucking opposed that no one person could like really inhabit both unless you have AU ADHD. And
I've lost one of the toes. Where is it?
Fucking
oh, no. Oh my gosh.
Hopefully it got chewed off by an armature pilot before he fucking got in his last dying breaths. Oh man.
Oh, I'm gonna find it. I cut it off here somewhere.
I was reading about a fight that happened in that fucking thing, and like while I was on the plane, like a fight that happened between the Choas Knights and whatnot, and just something was so fucking sad and pissed me off so bad that I didn't realize that I was like full bloody knuckle had crushed my fucking water glass in my hand. That's what I texted you guys. I was like, I fucking hate these people. I hate them I hate them so much.
I found the toe. It was still in the sprue. I never actually cut it off.
Nice. You know, for every time I read, this is what like you were just mentioning earlier. Like the best thing about the Blood Angels is when they're allowed to just beat the fucking Blood Angels. That's what my Legion that I'm working on is gonna be. It's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm worse.
Don't be one of oh god, how to say it? Don't be a red ultramarine. Be a damn Blood Angel, damn it.
Oh no, yeah, no. Like that's what I'm saying. My entire Legion is being like based on like some reality and some embellishments by colonizers of Aztec lore. We're drinking people.
I live my life by always thinking, what would Gabriel Seth think before I go and do anything?
So literally, like, because Gabriel Seth doesn't exist in it, my captain that I'm building is Gabriel.
Gabriel Setheo.
Yeah, because they're all Mexican. They're all making, so like I have Le Martes, Gabriel.
Yeah.
You know, Azrael. Don't really need to worry about that.
I mean, they're all already biblical names, so, you know, heavy Catholic inspiration there already.
Exactly. So, like, I'm fine with all that, and that's why, you know, like, fucking Dante, like, we're really not gonna have to go far on that one. Like, all the imagery in these things. Like, I should send you some pictures of like the Catholic churches that I went to in Mexico City. But like, it's so deeply like these Blood Angels are gonna be blood and chocolate angels. Like, we are going to.
Can I talk about spoilers about the Blood of Ball book?
Please.
No,
please
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about spoilers and put them up on the internet. People will be upset with me.
I mean, depends on how old is
Blood of Ball? Or Devastation of Ball, sorry?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Devastation of Ball. No, actually, no, you can just tell me, because I want to hear about, like, all I know, like, 40K, like, this is why we need to start a podcast, because I mostly know 40K through the memes.
Yeah.
And then you could fill it out with me. But, like, one of the memes I saw was that one of the Ultramarines basically just set Gabriel Seth loose on the Tyranids on Ball
No, no, no.
or something.
So Gabriel Seth is he's so good. He's like the best part of that book, besides all the Tyranids, of course. But no, yeah, Gabriel Seth gets he shows up. He doesn't allow his chapter to take part in the festivities with all the other like Blood Angel successors that are there and everything like that. Um, and he gets put on to Ball Secundus because their
Yeah,
plan
yeah.
is we're gonna split up all the chapters that have shown up so that the Tyranids can't just absolutely mass on Ball. So he gets put on Ball Secundus, and the people assigned to watch his flank are, I think they're called the Knights of the Blood, who are a
Okay.
excommunicated traitorous chapter. They are full on, hey, we eat people. Uh, we still believe in the Emperor and everything, but don't come near us. And Gabriel's is like freaking the fuck out that like, is this what Dante thinks about me and my chapter and shit? There's so much good stuff in that book. Like he has to come to some like existential crisis situations there over that.
Yeah, yeah. Like I like occasionally with some of my really bad opinions, I meet someone who has slightly worse opinions than me, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should fucking address like they have like the same bad opinions, but like a little bit further along the line, and you're like, ooh,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you
it
know
was kind
what?
of a wake up call for Gabriel because like he basically saw the future of his chapter, and even the Knights of the Blood chapter master was like, "Hey, it's an honor to fight alongside you because we are kind of your future, buddy." And he's like,
It's like yeah, it's when you see like the only thing that I is worse on the internet than someone you like disagreeing heavily with you is someone you hate agreeing with you. Then you're immediately like you just like delete the post. I clearly have made a mistake.
uh, the scariest thing is though, at one point the Knights of the Blood chapter master, he and his chapter end up sacrificing themselves as a rear guard so that
Obviously.
Gabriel Seth and friends can get away. Uh, but he takes off his helmet because Gabriel's not going to leave him behind. He's like, no, you're like, this is at this point they've bonded and everything.
You're fucked up family, but you're still family.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. He's like, I'm not going to fucking
like you
leave
may
you
be
and
my
all this kind
least
of thing.
favorite cousin.
And
Yeah, but you're still with me.
he pulls off his helmet to reveal what he looks like, and he is full on Chaos Marine. Like he looks like a bloodletter underneath his helmet, and he's just like, this is like if you don't clean up your like this is the future of all the chapters of the blood. Like tell my story, all this kind of thing, and he fucking turns and just goes and charges the bloodthirster that's shown up because they're all screaming blood murder and everything.
Yeah. That's one of those like I'm gonna go deal with mine. Just so you know, this is what's coming.
Yeah. You're gonna want to deal with this. And then yeah, at the end of the book, fucking Gabriel so Gilliman ends up showing up, saving the day. Everyone knows how the book ends. And he brings in all the Primaris Marines and everything. And Gabriel Seth sees the Primaris Marines, sees the sign, and he has a meeting with Dante, and he's like, dude, we can't do this. We can't accept them. They're just Red Ultramarines. They got none of our rage. So it's like he's
Yeah.
literally learned nothing, and I'm like, bless.
Oh well, yeah, but like that's one of the things about the marine like the successor chapters or the divergent chapters is there like unique tools, right? Like if everybody was an ultramarine, it wouldn't really work because sometimes you just need to send a motherfucker in to kill everything in the fucking room. And I think that's where, as you're saying, the Blood Angels just do their best.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm gonna kill everything here. Like survival, like it's not about me winning; it's about you fucking losing. Everything dies here. You know what I mean?
Do regular armigers have chicken feet like this?
Yeah, dog.
Like look at them spiky toes. It's got
Oh
like
no,
dinosaur
not
feet.
like no. We have. I love everything about the like the body build of the chaos war dogs, except for like the tops and the like the other stuff. But like I love the heads. They've got really good things. No, my guys have normal feet.
You got like feet?
I got normal feet. Yeah.
Ooh. I have multiple options of hoses to hang from their legs. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, where'd the other bits go? What did I do with them? There they are. There's a hose. So, fun fact, when you're clipping models off one of these sprues, clip the little guys first. Clip like the smaller bits first, kind of thing. Because if you clip the big pieces first and you put too much pressure on it, the little hoses and stuff are going to snap on you. So it's a good idea to free them first.
Noted.
I've snapped too many models doing it that way. Learn from my mistakes. And if it's real finicky, use an X-Acto knife instead of a clipper. What's chat's opinions on Custodes? They should stay on Terra. That's my opinion. Keep them on Terra where they belong. Nathan, what are your opinions?
My opinions on Custodes is the second I can get the fucking money together to add a few to my fucking cart. The joke is my gender expression is 3 feet of fucking steel. I love anything that's just tanky as shit. So that's my opinion. Like, I guess, you know, it's less of the lore and more of the gameplay, but that's I guess the difference between Olive and I.
Ooh, a hose. Look at that. Oh, I can't see it.
I want to play the Adeptus Custodes real fucking bad, especially with that mixed Sister of Silence detachment.
Really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Because it's just cool. I like that shit. Like
that's just knights again, though.
Yeah, as I said, my gender expression is
right.
like fucking 4 feet of steel.
I haven't glued his legs on yet. They were just sitting there. Okay, I'm gonna glue them on because now we have to install hoses. So he's just gonna be locked into this one pose. It'll be
fine. Yeah, like I like that. Like I like the mixed units because I like, you know, knights don't get to do a lot of shit. Like our entire thing is just really having a 12 toughness. Yeah. Like the more and more I've played it, it's just like when watching it on the other end, it's basically just everybody failing their wound rolls.
Yep,
that's our entire thing. That's the thing that molds everybody out. It's just they're just failing wound rolls. That's it. We've got nothing else. They're just spending a lot of time rolling and not hitting anything. Which after that Vindicator tank like tilting me out after it, just like that statistically should have fucking died.
Nope, that's just how Vindicators are.
It didn't even have an invulnerable save. You just kept making it.
It doesn't need an invulnerable save. It has a 2-up armor save.
Yeah, and I had I was adding 3s to that. You're just rolling double 5s.
Yep. I mean, you rolled a lot of double 5s in that game.
Not any more than the average, I don't think. Either way, that thing specifically just took an entire army's worth of gunfire. That thing should need to fucking die. Also, I went to 401 Games to pick up an order because I got Jose Flooded Strands in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
I brought him a character for his Death Guard army because, you know, he's being a really positive force in the Discord and he plays competitively, so I wanted to put it in his army for him.
Nice. 28, 27.
And actually, then he gave me a La Martes.
La Martes. I'm Italian and I can't roll my R's, so I'm just doomed.
Le Martes. I mean, like, yeah, what do you say, like the fucking those the flesh tears and whatnot? Like that's kind of like how I'm having my death company. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna fall to this shit. We can feel it. Like we can feel it coming. So we'd rather go out on our own terms.
Mm-hmm. Also, fun thing, because you're gonna be playing against my Tyranids a bunch, I assume. So the hunger of the hive mind and the Blood Angel's red thirst apparently feed into each other to make it even worse for both of them.
Amazing. Because my guys are looking for that. Like I plan on building. So the style I plan on building is really like MSU ain't Blood Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Because I plan on battle shocking as many of these fuckers as possible.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
What do you mean by battle shocking them?
So we with our stratagems, This is also why we have a large amount of chaplains in our army. So in Liberator Assault Group and a lot of these other things, but specifically it used to be the Sons of Sanguinius and now the Liberator Assault Group, a lot of our stratagems have 2 effects. So let's say Red Rampage. You can either get lethal hits or lance.
Okay.
But if you, for 1 CP. But if you choose to battle shock yourself, you get both.
But what the fuck?
Yeah. No, we wig out. There's like, and it's not like a few of them. There's quite a few of these stratagems where it's like you can get this, or you can get. Oh, sorry. There's one stratagem where you can advance. You can fall back and charge, or fall back and shoot. But if you battle shock yourself, you can fall back, shoot, and charge.
Nice.
Yeah. So like a lot of the times they're throwing. That's why
But
our army.
you're not gonna be able to. Oh, there's the parts. You're not gonna be able to gain any objectives though.
That's why I'm saying it's multiple. It's MSU. So there's gonna be objective holders and whatnot. There's gonna be like things for objectives. The rest of the people, they're like, if this squad here, like say there's my squad of aggressors, that's not a scoring squad. Its point is it's not there to score. There's gonna be other things there to do that. The squad at this point of this aggressors is to put a captain in it, red rampage that motherfucker, and then throw it out of an aggressor.
Hey, we're not allowed to swear on YouTube.
Sorry.
We're gonna get demonetized. We aren't being monetized.
I was about to say monetize my nuts. But yeah, so like essentially if the unit is, it's like, say it's not scouts or something. It's not, if the unit is not there to score points, it's there to like, if it's time to kill something, there's no point in like holding back on it. It's just like give it the full thingy and send it right in. So like the Blood Angel Smash Captain, right? This thing is the funniest thing I've ever seen. This is one of the reasons why I'm playing it. The Blood Angels Captain is basically Canis Rex. So like because of the red, because of also of the Liberator Assault Group army rule is 1 attack, 2 strength on the charge. It's basically just kind of like a better version of the Khorne Berserker rule. So the Blood Angels Captain with the Power Fist on the charge is hits on a 2-up, 10 strength, -2 AP, and 2 damage. But then with the Rage Fueled Warrior enhancement for that thing, you get sustained hits 3. And then since he's a captain, you can choose to use a stratagem on him for free. So you hit him with sustained hits 3, lethal hits, and lance. Meanwhile, having like 9 attacks. He has 9 attacks with sustained hits 3, and God forbid it's like the oath target, because you're just picking those things up and just re-rolling them and just adding like 3s every single time. There's like not much that it can't just absolutely pummel fuck on that moment, especially with the lance. And then or even if like you're playing Bloodless Angels, which I think is the funniest like just rules kerfuffle ever. You heard about this?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. So like I'm looking forward to building something like that, because like the Sanguinary Guard units are very expensive.
Ooh, we're getting to the finicky bits.
So like yes, I'm just playing red Ultramarines, however they're not behaving like Ultramarines.
Gabriel Seth would be very disappointed in you, sir.
Oh no, absolutely. Like it was very much the like, you know, I think somebody was saying like the best way to enjoy 40K is to not try and justify people's actions, but to pick your favorite war criminal and say, this is my baby.
Yeah, that's the correct way to do it.
I think, yeah, it might have been you actually who said that.
No.
So basically, like, you know, all my chaos friends.
I definitely did not.
Like, okay, well.
But I stand by that.
Someone else who's based. So it was someone else who was based. So like instead of that, like, you know, for every person, it's like, oh yeah, my this chaos army so bad. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. These guys are made to deal with people like you. They're worse.
Nothing's. I shouldn't
just
say that.
What?
I was gonna call out the Imperial fans.
Oh yeah, no, but see, I'm just leaning into that. I'm just being terrible Imperial. Like, it's just gonna be like, yeah, no, fuck you. Like,
Let's just go.
like the whole thing, like there's possibly a little bit of like, because you're telling me they mix things to like, Fabius Bile had like mixed things together, so it's like, okay, so we're looking at some Blood Angels with maybe some World Eater in them, like
No, I
and like
mean,
they don't,
I don't think Fabius Bell ever does that actually.
or who is it?
He's
It was
Call
Belisarius,
does, yeah.
Belisarius. Sorry, it
But
was my
I mean,
apologies. Those characters mixed up.
The Inquisition was doing that well before Belisarius Call ever was, anyhow.
Okay, well, I first off, I don't know that, and secondly, sorry, I got the two mixed up.
That's all good.
Either way, so like, very much leading into that, like the noble warrior of the World Eaters, but then just like absolutely like wigging out, like, and just being like an absolute savage culture. But like in a very noble savage. But like, yeah, they are there to grab the grab the psychers to feed them to the emperor. Like that's their job. That's their religion. It's like you have to sacrifice souls to keep the sun up. So.
Oh my god,
they keep doing it.
This is so finicky.
You're finicky.
No, this is very finicky.
Finickies.
Okay, come on, get in there.
So I'm trying to learn some like updated slap chop techniques and like slap chopping with some like base color. Like that's something that people are saying. So like I'm thinking about doing a base slap chop of corn red.
Wait, slap chopping base colors. That's just dry brushing at this point. We're back. Well, no, we went back around to dry brushing.
So yeah, essentially they dry brush a color as a base and then the white over top of it and then go in with the contrasts.
Oh, okay.
So it gives like a warmer, like it gives an undertone color to the contrast paint above it. So yeah, I've also seen people doing so almost like a zenithal, like giving zenithal but with something other than a white.
Yeah.
So it's I'm gonna I should just come over and fucking prime some shit so I can start practicing some painting.
Oh my gosh, this is this is a piece that I should have put on before. Oh, I'm probably hitting my camera with my head because I'm leaning over so much. This is a piece I definitely should have put on before I glued the legs on. There we go. Yeah, it's that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's this little piston next to there. It's a finicky little bastard. I think I got it now, though. Putting glue in the gaps instead of on the piston seems to help.
Gavin Verhey posts a picture of him holding something, and I can tell that it was I remember taking the photo afterwards, but I can definitively tell because of like the angle that it's taken on. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that was me. Okay. I get, because I'm tall, I get lower and shoot upwards.
Cool. Oh yeah, that looks cool though. Neato. I love it when they do all these like little technical things that you would not even notice unless someone pointed it out, but I love that shit. Like if you flip an orc truck upside down, there's like a whole like drive shaft and engine under there, and you're like, why did they do this? I appreciate that though. It's awesome.
Yeah, straight up, James Workshop makes a good product.
Except for the fucking Rogel Dorn, they forgot to make a bottom for it.
Oh jeez.
I'm one of the people that I'm like, you should like come on, all tanks have bottoms. You gotta get a bottom for it, James.
So I guess you're John's bottom in this case.
What?
Since he's the tank.
No.
Anyways.
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
we got her, folks. We got her.
Oh, so you can have an intact cable or a non-intact one. Neato. Okay, so 8 and 9. Oh no, it's already on there. Okay. This thing's just got janky ass cables on the back. It's neat.
For some reason I can't find out how to mute you mute the YouTube on my
Just mute
phone.
me on Discord. Here. Rob, mute
Oh no, because
myself.
it runs
There.
no, it runs in a 10-second delay.
It's fine. I fixed it.
So fine. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Oh, he
Unmute
did.
yourself. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. He went and muted me on the stream instead. I'm like, I was fixing it.
No, because the stream and whatnot isn't running on the same time.
Oh, fair.
The stream is like 5 seconds back, so you could say something and I could like have to wait and be like, "What?"
You gotta wait.
We'd be replying to it. Yeah, we'd be talking to each other on a time delay. So I'd rather just like have to figure it out.
That's fair.
Podcasting, you know what I mean?
Oh, Super Willa's heading on out. Thank you for joining us.
Don't give out. No. Should be smoking this and then go play with my fucking.
It's just us now. Although
I
it
think
does
there's
say
some
that there
people on
are 2
Twitch.
concurrent viewers, since there's some people on Twitch. They're just quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know what subjects to cover if people don't say what to do.
Yeah. Well,
Just don't cough in the mic, you. Gotta be
Cough on these.
professional.
Yeah. What?
If you get a cough in the mic, I get to eat cashews into the mic.
Actually, cashews are pretty decent for a for an eating. Oh yeah, there's four people over on Twitch.
Hello, Twitch people.
Hello, Twitch. We're just popping back and forth.
I've got, yeah, I mean, I've got both things going. Hopefully. All right, what's our next game going to be about, Nathan? Is it going to be canon or non-canon? That's a lie. All my games are canon. I just shoved them around into the timeline where they fit best.
Hold on 1 second. I'm putting my earphone back in because I coughed. A canon event. It's Nate's coming.
Yeah. So wait, is he playing Grey Knights?
Oh yeah, we need to ask if he's fucking playing Eldari or Knights. Either way.
Oh. Oh, he should bring Eldar. That would be so cool, actually. Knights with Eldar, like, there to, like, make sure they win the battle, because if they do, if the Knights lose that battle, it's very possible that the Tyranid Swarm grows large enough to, like, hurt a craft world.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, it's everybody versus, like, everybody. Nobody's on the Tyranid side.
I'm on the Tyranid side.
Well, I mean, like, the other factions, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their beef, but they all understand Tyranids are just going to nom everybody.
Hey, Hive Fleet Nautilus is a splinter of Hive Fleet Kraken. Their original, like, living hive ship was one of the few survivors from the attack on Craftworld Eodin. So,
Yeah. So
my bugs have experience eating elves.
Well, then that's why they. I guess that kind of works for the Eldar, because they're like, the Eldar are like shit. Like they're like super tricky armies, right? Like a super trick army, like even in the lore. And they're like, shit. What do we need? We need to beat these guys. We just need a wall of like meat, steel to put in front of us.
It's been a long time since my Carnifexes have tasted the Phoenix Lords. I really hope he does bring Eldar. That'd be awesome.
All right. Well, I'll message him.
I don't know if his Eldar are painted yet, though.
Well, they have 2 forensic fans there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I love it. That's so funny. So there was like probably someone killed a few houses down from us.
Hey! Wait, what?
Yeah. That's not the funny part.
Was it cult behavior?
Part is, I don't know. I don't really care. I didn't. Not looking into it at the moment. I just got home. But yeah, nonetheless, there's been a cop car just basically parked in the middle of the street, because you know how the side of the street, there is no side of the street for anybody that's not from Toronto right now or is ever watching this. There's like 5 feet of snow. Today was like the first day that we've had above 1 degree above zero in a while. Spring is on the way, but there is a absolute fuckload of snow on the ground right now.
Mhm.
So there's been a cop car that's been parked outside the house for the last couple of days.
Did you go bring him some biscuits?
Absolutely not. A cab. Absolutely not. Only fucking people I'm not bringing tea. Only people I don't fucking talk to. I will talk to anybody but a cop. All right, before now I actually get us fucking demonetized.
Now you've gotten us demonetized. Good one, Nathan.
Anyways, so there's my street is a residential street, but because it is off of a main street, a lot of people try to avoid traffic
It's
or
a
avoid
stroke.
lights. Yeah. So like it got to the point where a few years ago they had to install lights at a crossroad that had never had lights before because people kept trying to cut down this back road, and like there's a bridge. Either way, it was just there was like 3 car crashes happening a day for a while. So just the combination of both a cop car being parked out in the middle of the street, jamming up this traffic because people are trying to hop off a main street onto our residential street. And it's just like, no, the only person that's winning in those situations is me. So I'm just sitting there, sipping a cup of tea, like, yes, fuck you guys, fuck those guys, fuck all y'all, hell yeah.
Goombalax on Twitch is saying something about one of our houses being a crack
Nate.
house. Is you?
That's Nate.
Oh, that's Nate.
Yeah. So Nate, are you bringing Eldar?
He says they're unpainted.
Oh, okay.
He's got to paint them. Otherwise, I get 10 free victory points.
God, I hate that roll. God, I hate that roll so much. Every time people are like, "That's a rule," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm just not asking the questions. I'm just gonna. I have somebody. I'm asking somebody to help me paint. That's all." I think it's dumb as shit, but whatever. I think I've heard also quite a few people think it's dumb as shit, but like, say la vie.
It's unfortunately like a tiny bit ableist as well. It's like, not everyone has time to paint their army and everything like that, and some people it's very hard for them to do it.
Yeah, like.
Well, if you're already gotten into this stupid hobby, the assumption is that you have enough money to also get a little bit of paint.
Yeah, it was so much. Well, I had to figure out how to paint, so there's so much shit that I just wasted money on because I don't know any of this shit.
Fair.
Like I don't know how to paint my own stuff. Either way, yeah. I'm looking forward to. That's also why like if Blood Angels at the end of the day, all I have to do is just spray paint the entire army Mephiston red, and then do the trim, and then I'm done.
Wait, trim? Oh, like on their shoulder pads?
Yeah. Like do the shoulder pads, the chest aquilion, everything. Fill them out, just basically spray paint the entire thing because Mephiston Mephiston is in there, and oh, I've got Sanguinary Guard. Great. I'm going to grab a can of Retributor Gold. Done.
Oh, no. I just broke a thing off.
Well, how about you don't?
I did already. It's ruined.
Well,
this one's going in the trash.
Well, then fix it.
Nope. It's too far gone. Look, it's this hose. It popped right out of its socket.
I can't see the hose because you're currently in my pocket. I need to come by and prime some stuff later this weekend, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, okay.
Sick.
Wait, are you bringing the primer?
Oh, shit. Do you not have any?
I have some, but you go through it quick.
Fuck, I need to get some. I just haven't had the 30
what
bucks after.
colors do you need?
Oh, I just black.
I have some black you can use. It's the other colors I'm running low on. Can't use... I have barely any bulk and metal left. I have to save what is there. I have actually plenty of White Scar and Chaos Black are the 2 colors I have a lot of right now.
Yeah, all I need is... actually, White Scar is going to be really useful for when I get my Death Guard are going to be all in white, as I said.
Wait, you're doing Death Guard now too? You hate
not
Chaos.
Death Guard, sorry, not Death Guard. Death Company.
My hates apologies. Chaos, friends.
I mean, if there's at least one army I really understand.
He thinks that they're traitors or something.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big fan of Slanesh for like quite literal personal reasons, being a fucking crackhead. Uh, um, and then you know, I don't know. I'm down with Sneech. Not a big fan of Nurgle. Not
Sneech.
Siege, you know what I mean?
Ironically, Zeech is my least favorite Chaos God, I think.
I, sometimes I get being a little fucking. Corn, and I were a little too familiar. But I'm not too bad. I'm not too angry with him. I really hate Slanesh, big not Slash person, which is why I was going to put together Emperor's Children because I would play the crack addict army.
Where'd that other
but
knee get to?
Bestie is going all in on it. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, so I'm gonna be over here with the Blood Angels. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I feel like Blood Angels are more your vibe than any of the Chaos factions, anyways.
Yeah, and I was thinking if there's any Chaos faction I'm putting together, it's probably Iron Warriors.
Oh, for the autism.
Yeah, because like if there's anything that I understand from like all of the Imperium and all like following the Chaos and Temptation, I can't really get behind that. That's not really my vibe. That's not really my thing. But falling to Chaos, because fuck all of you. I hate this. I'm gonna kill all of you. I'm done.
They basically were just trying that was their attempt to unionize. Basically, they're like, hey, we're getting abused in our workplace. We need the unions.
Yeah, like I was listening to a reading from a book, and it made me really actually like relate to Perturabo a little too much, and I'm like, oh yeah, this checks out. But that entire scene where he's talking, or like with his sister, I think it was. Like this is like the Fall of Olympia book or something.
It was either his sister or his mom. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's his sister. I think you're right.
I think it was his sister. But she's like, yes, I guess he's gone. He's gone full Anakin Skywalker at this point. Again, it was a reading. As I said, I almost my thing fell out of my pocket, but like. I also understand, like, a mood that I often share with like Perturabo is I just like making things. I just want to like grow my food. I want to like, give people things and make like pretty stuff and whatnot. But like, I live in this world where you've got to, to try and do that, you've got to really work for it, or run around and do shit. I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, it's like no, it's true. Like Perturabo was. He wanted to make things, but on his planet you had to do all the bullshit like whatchamacallit, schmoozing and boozing with the planet's upper crust to get anywhere kind of thing, and he hated that because he was too autistic. He was an introvert. He just wanted to hang out.
No, like, and I completely fucking understand this, and like the thing all he wanted to do create, and then when he found by the Emperor, right? He just wants to make like he played Warhammer.
Yeah.
Right? He made toys.
Yeah.
He's quite literally like the Hephaestus of this entire thing. And he just wanted to make gorgeous things. He wanted to make things. And then like the Emperor comes along and he's like, if it's not a weapon of war, I don't want to see it. And he's like, well, what about all this art that I could create? What about all these wonderful things I could bring into the world? And the Emperor is just like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. That's for your pretty brothers to do. Fulgrim and Sanguinius get to make that stuff.
And then so like that's why I often like the nickname is Petty Turbo or whatnot, but like there's also like a lot of my own worst emotions, which is why I like the Chaos armies, or like respect them at least. They definitely, or at least the Chaos Primarchs.
Oh yeah, didn't Perturabo like when he originally started conquering worlds, he would draw plans for like, hey, here's like a much better like sewer system for you, and here's this and here's that, and he would like actually put like his forces to work improving the planet, like basically the kind of shit that Gilliman gets praised for. And then I think the Emperor told him, hey, you gotta speed up your process here, like just you gotta go faster, you're too slow.
Yeah, because that was for Gilliman. Like the each one of the Primarchs was a tool.
Yeah,
he wanted
each
to
had
be
a purpose.
Yeah, he wanted to be a different tool. You know what He didn't want to be the tool that he was, but like then he would do all the stuff that like the other people would do easily without thinking. Like I like personally for me, like I tried so hard to get on all these content teams and whatnot, and like all these guys with like sub 10,000 followers are like all like fucking working together, and I'm like applying with like 100,000, being like, hey, like, you know, I want to work on a team and do shit together, and like everybody else is like, oh yeah, leaving me aside. And I can tell you one thing, that did not make me a better person.
Why not?
Because I'm a petty turbo bitch. Like I just want to hang out and be friends and do cool shit together. But that's what I was saying. Like I understand him. I can't say that a lot of like being in the same situations brought out the best in me. So I really can't. I can't blame Perturabo. In fact, I relate a little too much and probably a little too much for comfort. Which is why I want to play which is I guess why I play the Iron Wars. Like me and Slanesh is easy. Like that one is fucking like I'm a recovering alcoholic and I'm recovering like drug addict. I've been clean and sober for, like you, girl. I don't have to explain to you. You've known me for a minute.
She doesn't want you to do drugs. She just wants you to have a good time.
Well, also
just go do some art.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. Like like so I was explaining it to someone. We're talking about it the other day. Also the artist man, the manic, the drive for perfection, the drive. Like I did that. That was my entire life as being a chef. It was the drugs, the sex, the alcohol, the constant like going to work and like pushing things as possibly as far as they can
remember
go.
The perfection. She's not the perfection thing. That's the Emperor's children putting their own baggage onto her.
Okay, well, so what's her thing?
So according to the Big Book of Chaos, the Liber Chaotica. The 4 Chaos Gods were each originally spawned by an emotion, and it's the emotion they still feed on. Nurgle is despair, Zeech is hope, Khorne is anger, and Slanesh is pleasure. And so, more or less, like, her deal is she wants people to feel good at any expense. And that thing that makes you feel good, keep doing it, please, because I need to be constantly fed, please. And unfortunately, Space Marines were designed to be horrific monster men that all they know how to they're weapons, basically, and all a weapon does to feel good is by killing people, which is why the Emperor's children are so fucked up.
That's why. But that's why also like I like the sound, like the Noise Marines is a reflection of that because like I love music, right?
Yeah.
And like I can't say that it's like I have not listened to music that is so loud that it hasn't hurt my hearing. Which just what do? I turn the volume up.
That's going to that's literally going to any fucking concert.
Yeah, exactly. And when I go to any concert, I'm the guy that's standing right by the speaker.
No, like, that's bad for your ears.
No, I know. I don't care. But you see what I mean? I want to feel it. I want it to rattle. I want to hear that music in my teeth. I want to black out.
Again, ironically, the Noise Marine side, like, there's a reason why it's confined to the Marines. There aren't humans that use sonic weaponry, right? That worship Slanesh, right? You notice that? You know the story about them? Where they came from?
I'd like you to tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me, but
so Fulgrim and the Emperor's Children, Great Crusade, they came across this planet. There's a bunch of alien snakes that live there. Spoilers, they were Slanesh worshippers. That was like that was the religion that their society followed, basically. And the Emperor's children, after they conquered them and everything, basically started to steal a lot of their ideas because they were some of the best fucking fighters they had come across, kind of thing. Like, they used a lot of genetic engineering in their bodies to make themselves better at the thing that they were good at, you know? And so their warriors were crazy strong. And so the Emperor's children started to do the same thing to them. They a lot of the snakes had their brains rewired so that pain would register as pleasure in their brains, and the Emperor's children started to do the same thing. The snakes had a lot of sonic shit that they would do, lots of screaming and things that would like burst eardrums and like rattle your bones. And the Emperor's children also started doing that. And then the Snake People's Temple, it was they basically had like this song playing there, and all the Imperials that went into that temple kind of got like, it's like an earworm to end all earworms.
Earworms? Oh, amazing.
Right? And there was a lady, one of the Remembrancers, she was a concert concertist, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she attempted to she got so obsessed with this song that she created brand new instruments specifically to replicate the music she heard in the Lier Temple.
Yeah, yep. Checks
And
out.
those were the first sonic cannons that the Noise Marines used.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. So they were originally designed to just be like orchestra pit tools, but like basically playing music that
Hell
the
music.
human ear was never designed to hear, basically. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm. You're just making me like them more. Like that's all
uh,
you're doing right now. Like,
yeah, but see, but my point is though, like that shit's not all Slanesh. That Slanesh deep down is an Eldar god, and yeah, her purview is pleasure essentially.
Yeah. And like and that's what I'm saying. Like the pleasure derived from like
Mhm.
music in this
Exactly.
particular is my pleasure that's derived from music. But I can, as like the whole thing about that was like I can definitely see how far this goes. Like the fall to chaos of Slanesh of like,
Yeah.
you know, I listen to music and I listen to the music too loud, and then all of a sudden like
You
I
listen to
really
music too much. Oh, you want to try
and,
listening to it louder. Last time
well,
wasn't
yeah,
loud enough.
exactly. Or like all of a sudden it gets quieter and quieter. It never quite hits the same. Or like when it comes to like my cocaine addiction, like, you know, like you get a hit and like it blows your fucking brain, and then
Yeah.
like you keep doing it, and then you like need to do more and more and more to hit that same like that same pleasurable excess, that same high. And next thing you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
it gets real. Next thing you know, you're a chaos demon.
The
You know what I mean?
what this
So
part
like
doesn't quite
I very
fit.
much
Oh, it does.
I very much understand Slanesh, which is why I was gonna why that was an army I was looking at, or the chaos army I was going to put on Avalon was going to be a basically something that like a Slaneshi, like a house that fell to just absolute pleasurable excess and decadence and whatnot, where the rest of Avalon is very like measured and stoic. There was one house that just like didn't want to be like, and I was thinking about like, yeah, like they just like a very just chaos freedom, and but it's like in a little too far. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So as you're working on
have you ever
those,
seen the show, the YouTube show Standard? Wait, is it Standard Action?
no, I don't know. No,
Okay,
I haven't.
I think that's the name of it. It's like a D&D jokey thing. There's a character in it called Glorian, and he is like a murder hobo paladin.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
sounds like
like his whole shtick is like honor equals or killing equals honor. So the more things I kill, the more honorable I am. That's literally
yeah.
chaos at night houses. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
if burning 100 people is honorable, then burning an entire galaxy of them is even more honorable.
Yeah, basically.
They get it all fucked up in their brain.
Damped my dry brush a little too much.
Uh-oh. It's doomed. Throw out that brush. It will never be dry ever again.
I'm just gonna switch to a different dry brush.
That's that part.
One of the problems about having dropped something and then picking it back up a while later is the skill loss. Hopefully, it just comes back. I'm sitting here with my dry brush palette. Like, how the fuck did I do this again?
Wipe off most of the paint onto a paper towel and then just kind of sort of dust it and keep dusting it until you get to the level that you're looking for.
Yeah, no, I do be there, but it was the trying to use the moist spray because it was getting a little chalky, and I'm like, shit, right? I gotta
That's too much
dampen
moisture.
this brush. Yeah, and well, yeah, and then I put too much moisture on it. Yeah.
Number 3. Number 3. Can anyone see number 3 on here? They've numbered
6
these
to
like
the left and 32 up.
they've numbered these like a crazy person would number them right there. Of course, number 3 goes right next to numbers. Actually, no, I lied. That's actually pretty close to where all the other low numbers are.
Wife,
I'm just dumb.
you have walked past me twice, and neither of the times have you given me a little smooch on the head. I'm going to ask what the hell is going on with these rations. Thank you. I do not would like ice. I would not. Thank you though. Do you want ice cream?
I want ice cream.
Okay. Olive wants ice cream. Chat wants ice cream.
Chat, give chat ice cream.
Yeah. One sub, give chat ice cream.
For every sub, we will mail you ice cream.
Oh God, don't say that.
Right. Miha wants to be on the stream.
She'll come sometime and hang out in the garage.
Yeah.
So I guess that, by the way, I guess that answers our question about the next match being Eldar or Grey Knights.
Yeah, Nate, are you gonna bring Eldar or Grey Knights?
I guess if the Eldar are unpainted yet. I guess you'll have to give up your 10-point thing if you want the Eldar to come up.
He can play whatever the heck he wants.
Yeah.
I'll put something in that's not painted to balance it.
Yeah. Just one single lone unpainted spore.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, oh, sorry, Chad, I got one unpainted model.
That's what I did last time. My spore mines were
yeah.
painted.
Yeah. All right. So this corn red is really cool. I like it.
Corn's not even red; it's yellow. I've seen it in fields.
What? Okay, you can't tease me with color stuff because that shit just confuses me. It's like, oh no, you see this color that you
no,
thought
like
was
corn,
this.
as in like the veg, like the fruit.
Oh, fucking.
I was making a terrible joke.
No, autism just struck. I was like, what? Huh? Corn is in the. Usually I get. Oh no, that's on me. Olive, don't worry.
Oh, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
I like this red.
He's got like a little. He's got like a little butt engine.
My wife has a butt engine. Oh. What? Oh, that's a whole thing of ice cream, honey. Wow. And it's empty.
Oh, forgot to clean up that.
Over the weekend. Okay. I'm not going to stop you. I like them thick. Love you, honey.
Now you there's no opinion.
I'm encouraging you.
Oh, excuse me. I need some water.
We'll go do that then.
Should I go get hydrated?
Yeah. Get hydrated.
And leave chat here alone with you? I can't trust you with them.
All right, everybody. Repeat after me. Emperor is God.
No, he's not. He's just some guy.
No, that's what they want you to think.
He's just some guy, y'all. Don't listen to the propaganda.
Propagand's nuts.
Okay, I'm gonna put this piece together and then go get some water, some fluids. You gotta make sound effects like metal parts are going together when you assemble them. Like it's Iron Man suiting up.
When you're building the knights?
When you're just building anything. Alright, BRB.
Alright. Well, Olive's gone. I wish I could turn my camera on for this. I am currently practicing my color scheme on a Space Marine because unlike Olive, I'm not a big paint. I never really painted. That cooking has always been my artistic expression. So I've been trying to teach myself how to paint and do this stuff, and it's been frustrating, to say the very least. So trying to get the skill up required, the other skills up to play this game. So I'm currently working on different methods that I find enjoyable, which is generally dry brushing. I find to be a rather enjoyable experience because It's rather meditative, meditative. And like Games Workshop makes these really like nice plastic models, and they really start to pop with very little effort under the dry brush. So yeah, I really liked how it turned out. So the slap shot method, I really like how it turned out on cloths and whatnot. But you know, fate has decided that all the armies that I will usually end up with until I finally put together a Tyranid army, because playing against Tyranids has just made me give me ideas and shit that I want to do.
I've been given fluids.
She has been fluidized. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here trying to like doing this slap chop painting method because it does a lot of dry brushing, and the contrast paint part is rather.
Wait, are you using? You can't dry brush with contrast paint.
That's the slap chop method. Dry brush under.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with like the white, and then hit it with the
Yeah,
contrast. Yeah, that's fair.
And then some other people do like. Not try to stick with any one method. Then they do like a dry brush. Then they would do like after that's dried, then they hit it with like another like. So what I saw one person doing would be like dry brushing the colors underneath, then the contrast paints, then wait for it to dry. The contrast paint was I think Blood Angels red or something. I've got Flesh Terrors red, so it's cool. But then would hit it with a like another dry brush of like Evil Sun Scarlet, and then layer paint. So it's like it's not quite slap chop. There's been a few evolutions of the particular technique, but I don't like doing all the base coats and all that shit. And this way I find it easy. I like going in and doing the little details.
Yep.
The little details are fun. Like I have no problem cracking out the metallic paints and painting up the Achilleas. I have no problem painting up the little things. I just don't like the chunking out the bodies and getting all that base layer and then like extra edging and whatnot. When I realized that I could like paint the entire thing and then dry brush a lighter color onto it, and that basically did the edging for me, I'm like, oh good, I'm never fucking doing this shit again.
See, that's the reason why. That's the real reason why you'll never play a Chaos Army. The trim.
Yeah. Shout out Thousand Suns. You're all are just built different. Just straight fucking built differently.
Yeah, I need to paint these Rubric Marines so I can see what they're all talking about. What the big deal is.
Yeah, no. If that many of the people just unanimously decide fuck that shit, I'm not them. I am not built different in this regard. This one's not on me. I'm gonna let someone figure that other shit out. I'm gonna keep a real light with that.
Yeah. Damn,
I
this
really
thing's
like
narrow.
This stairs red.
You think a guy can fit in there? If you squish him in real good?
The narrow thing there? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is a bit tight.
He's gonna be real squished.
Yeah, it is very thin. Like it is a bit, because especially they already give you pilots.
Yeah.
Like, so you know what kind of size the pilot is.
Oh, are there pilots in here? Wait.
Not in that one. They come in the Questor and the Lancer as a pilot.
Oh, okay. Oh, like not a pilot sitting in it, or is there a pilot sitting in it?
There is a pilot sitting in it inside a cockpit.
Nice.
That sits inside that hole that's in there. Some people just pay. So there's some psychopaths that I've seen in like the Night Discord who do like, and I've also seen them do it in Land Raiders as well.
Yep.
Paint up the entire inside and then take a picture right before they seal it up with glue.
Yep.
They're like, hey guys, check out this panel inside that I spent like 72 hours fucking painting. Anyways, fusing it together to never be seen again.
Yeah. The fuck's wrong with them?
Look, I'm built different. Like I understand, like, again, going back to this, the Slaneshi thing, this is why I'm not built like them. Like some people can, well, I guess no, it's just about the perfection. It's just about they got the high out of it. That's all they're after, right? You know, I mean, it's not about anybody else.
Yeah, true.
It's Like some people perform for other people, and then some people it's just like, they see this as perfect. All right, or like it's also such an incredible flex. It's like, see this absolute masterpiece of art. Yeah, I'm just gonna lock that away in there.
In
Uh,
in the book Fulgrim, at one point Fulgrim he like basically makes a self-portrait out of marble of himself, or maybe it was actually he might have done a of the Emperor. Yeah, so I think he was I think he did a actually I can't remember. But regardless, he makes a sculpture, and there is a sculptor on his ship that he really really respects. He's like the best sculptor ever, kind of thing. And Fulgrim requested him specifically to accompany his legion because he wanted like the best artists and shit on board to like memorialize his legion's deeds and all that kind of thing. And yeah, at one point he brings this guy in to take a look at his sculpture, and he's like, "Hey, I really respect your work. I can tell that something is wrong with my sculpture. Can you like figure it out for me so I know what to fix and everything?" And the guy looks at it for a while, and he comes to the conclusion that you made it too perfect, sir. It's like there's nothing of you in it. It is just a perfect representation of the thing that you did, but you never put in like any of your own.
Soul.
You didn't put any soul into it. It's too
Oh
perfect, kind of thing.
God, he's just like me for real. He's just, oh my God.
And Fulgrim was pissed. This guy had a good camaraderie with Fulgrim throughout the book, and it's at this point this guy realizes, oh shit, Fulgrim didn't actually want the truth. He just wanted like some bullshit thing, like, oh no, you're absolutely wrong. It's great. It's awesome. It's as good as anyone could possibly do. Like Fulgrim was looking for that, like false praise, basically. Um, and yeah, that
I
was
mean, even still to another artist, like even like someone who wouldn't be looking for praise, that like that's pretty harsh. It's like, okay, it's not harsh, but to an egoist like Fulgrim,
mm-hmm.
like that, it's harsh. Like like if you're an egoist, that's harsh. That's a really rough evaluation. And the worst part is like it's true, which was what would especially piss off Fulgrim. It's
Oh,
like fuck,
yeah, and after
fuck.
that, fucking, I think Fulgrim's line was like, "Oh, okay, I see. Uh, well, I guess I should let you get back to your imperfect work then, sir," or it's
I
something like
mean, but
that.
yeah, but it's true though. Like even the Mona Lisa, right?
Mhm.
It's not the perfection of the art. It's the blemishes.
Yeah,
It's the way that she looks human. And if you create something that's perfect, like someone who's like often strive for perfection, you end up driving all joy, all form of anything, all personality into having like a pure fucking expression. And that's like a lot of people that like try for realist art. That's the thing. And it's like, yeah, there is none of me, but it's perfect. Look at this. Look at the realism. Like you can fucking smell it. But like, but even to do that, you must embrace imperfections of the audience, of the subject. You can't remove everything from it. If you tried to sterilize it completely, it ends up looking like AI art, like the
yeah.
uncanny valley.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it doesn't
I
look
think
right.
sterile was even like the thing he said about it, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm a look. I'm a chef, right? You're an artist. We all know how this fucking shit goes. But like you just you just crush any kind of joy out of it, and that's honestly why I got into like into tea drinking, because the end state goal of the game in this particular case is enjoyment.
Oh.
So I have to perfect enjoyment. So I have to work on that. You know what I mean? Like a perfect tea ceremony or a perfect tea session is the one that I enjoy the entire way through. So I have to min-max it for my particular enjoyment, including and up to if I overdo it.
Ow.
If I have made it no longer enjoyable because I've gone too deep into it and I've tried to wring out anything that's wrong, I've gone too far. I need to step back. So like I'm basically going through that process with Fulgrim right now, that like Fulgrim didn't go through, because Fulgrim didn't go to therapy. He got a magic sword and then killed his brother.
Wait.
Which I think is a really interesting Cain and Abel analogy.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that his magic sword wasn't therapy? I thought that's what its name was.
look. I also am a guy that turned to swordplay for therapy. All right, so you know what, I get it. Like, you know, the yeah. Yeah, I really like. I think that one of the things that I preached about in the Discord while I was really fucking stoned and philosophical, was you beware the inhumanity of the loyalist Primarchs and beware the humanity of the Chaos Primarchs.
Yeah, pretty
Because like
much.
they both embody the best and the worst of human beings, or the worst and best of like the take a noble thing and turn it evil, or take it like a bad like take an honorable thing, like being sensitive or being wanting to be loved
There
or
we
like
go.
something like that. And like even Conrad Cruz, that little fucking weirdo, to a certain point, like the pathway to hell is paved with sometimes the most noble intentions.
My
And
favorite,
like,
my fucking favorite part about Conrad is when you read the Night Lords books. Like our main character Talos is always talking about how fucking smart his dad is, and his dad was right. Everything Conrad said is great. And like we should be striving to be more like him. And then anytime another character talks about Conrad, any other Night Lord is like, "Oh no, our dad was fucking crazy. He had nothing to teach the galaxy, actually." And Talos is kind of stupid.
yeah, good old Conrad. Uh, but you know, I do like at the like, you know, all the stories and whatnot, but the concept of the end justifying the means and then it leading to like again too far down.
He's got
Like
chicken legs.
his ultimate concept is a noble endeavor, but it's like really easy to all of a sudden start. Did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica?
But not really. I didn't watch enough of it to probably understand anything.
All right. Well, at one point in time, later on in the seasons, because the Battlestar Galactica is one of the only military ships, and at a certain point in time, they needed to stop some a civil uprising on one of the ships. And Adama goes to the president, and he says, like, this needs, like, we need to not do this. We need to form a police service. Like, we need you to form the police. We as the military cannot be your police officers. And she says, why? And he's like, because we're the army. We view in terms of combatants. We do view in terms of an enemy. When you make us of the police, you make civilians the enemy.
Okay, yeah.
And that is basically where Conrad didn't have the maturity of that. He saw like, oh, I'm just going to purify things. I'm going to rule. There's going to be order and whatnot. And
well, no one taught him anything. He was a fucking homeless urchin his entire life.
Look, I get it. And like, I also succumb very much to his black and white thinking. Like, I very much understand it. I very much understand his fatality. Like, I love the Primarchs. I really enjoyed this game. Like, I was very much drawn to like the identities of the Primarchs, much as very in the same way that people are drawn to like the is it guild pairings in Magic.
Oh yeah.
Like, because it's his personality. There's things that you can identify with, and like, so there's usually been a lot of things, and like for the better or worse. Like I very much identify both with Conrad Cruz as much as Sanguinius in their fatalist mindset of and I'm actively fighting against one of them, like the bad one. It's like there is no point. Fuck it, there is no point.
The bad one, right?
Yes, so let's go with that.
All right,
I
cool.
mean, I correct me if I'm wrong, because this is he like he seems like the only character that most people were just fucking cool with.
Sanguinius?
Yeah.
No, he kind of is.
Yeah, okay.
He is the perfect baby.
He was the golden
40K.
child. Like, you know, Korn wanted him. Everybody wanted him.
Even one of the if the Emperor had a podcast, and when they're talking to the Chaos Priest, even he can't like shit talk Sanguinius.
Yeah. He was just
like, yeah, Sanguinius is just kind of a chill guy.
Yeah,
God forbid if you're on his bad side, though. Like, you're fucked. Like, that man's dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think that calls to another thing that I used to say, or I still say, is that a golden retriever at the end of the day is still a 90-pound guard dog.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, he's Sanguinius. He's the big golden boy. But he's also a real big boy. like Clifford the dog is still a big fucking like if you're a golden retriever the size of Clifford the big red dog, you're still a fucking dog the size of Clifford the fucking retriever. Yeah, you know what I mean? Before I lose the metaphor.
Singinius isn't a doggo. He's an angel.
I mean, yeah. So angels are very like they're dogs.
Oh, okay.
Wolf.
Jeez, everything's a fucking dog now. Fucking Disney can't just make an animal an animal. It always has to be a goddamn dog.
Woof. Dogs are great.
Dragons are
dogs
dogs
are also
now. Horses are dogs now.
I mean, actually, horses are dogs. Dragons, I'm not too sure. Horses are 100% doggos. They're definitely dog coded. Let me fucking go out and crack and smoke this. Yeah, that's why I'm very much looking forward to this Blood Angels army. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to like repaint the lion. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that. I have to get a new one.
Just paint over him.
Yeah, actually, I probably should get a new one. Tamir actually fucking said that to me. I'll just have to buy a new fucking lion.
I thought you had a second lion at one point.
I almost got the fucking box, but
But I thought you were doing Blood Angels. You can't even have a lion in Blood Angels.
Well, no, because I'm just gonna paint up my entire army. I'm gonna paint my army, and I was. So it's just gonna be the lion, but it's an alternately named unit when I want to play the Blood Angels detachment because I still want to play those fucking Inner Circle companions. They're just all getting painted up like my Space Marine army, so I can just change to whatever the fuck I want. I also plan on picking up enough vehicles and whatnot to be able to play like a Red Scars detachment.
You could fucking actually put in like since they're like all about hunting down psychers and shit, you could actually like write in that one of their companies is actually really dedicated to that, and then you can sort of use the rules for like the Raven Wing and shit. Instead of hunting the Fallen, they're hunting down like rope psychers and shit.
Exactly, and like,
and they're being really autistic about
it. Well, yeah, that and like also being able to play a White Scars detachment or like Gladius, either White Scars, the White Scars detachment or the Gladius detachment, but with mostly Blood Angel, but with like Blood Angels would be fucking fun. Also talking about fun is because you know the Outrider rule update where they get the 1 to strength and 1 to damage?
Nope.
Okay,
I was wondering about that actually.
Outriders do not get the auto advance 6 anymore. They changed that because they didn't do enough or something. They were like fast, but they just didn't do enough. I don't really know. So they changed that rule, and now on the charge they get 1 to their strength and then 1 to damage.
Damn, that's actually really strong. Jesus.
Yeah, no, they've been punching. They've been punchy. Now, that being said, that also stacks with Liberator Assault Group.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So when Outriders attack, they get 1 attack. They get per model. They get 1 extra attack, 3 strength, and 1 damage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So now throwing a chaplain on a bike,
even like stronger than fucking Thunderwolf Cav.
Now throw a chaplain into that.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're that's just, so now they get the wound bonus. It's so great.
What am I doing wrong here?
Honestly, with that one as well, you could probably play it Bloodless Angels, so you wouldn't need the chaplain anyways.
Did I put? Oh gosh, yeah, that part belongs over here.
So like a Red Scars would be like Liberator Assault Group, but with like lots of bikes, and like ball predators, because they all have assault, right? So it's just all it's just advanced flamestorm cannons. Like, let's fucking go. No. So it's like that way. Like I can.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. Like so it means like I can. If I'm going to be the Space Marines guy and I'm getting an entire Space Marines army and I can't really afford to have that many armies, I can afford maybe sometimes to like grab a kit a month, especially if like when I'm working.
Yeah.
And then like continuously build out my quote unquote Space Marines army, but now they're all painted in a
There we go.
homogenous paint scheme, so that whenever I change out detachments, they all kind of look the same. So like I can use the same assault intercessors, but say I want to play with the lion because he has a giant eagle on his shield, right?
Why does he have an eagle on his shield?
Because it's the Emperor's shield.
Oh.
And
Wait, who's
Keelaman
he
has the
gonna?
Emperor's sword.
Who the heck is he gonna represent?
A named character. We'll just get someone like, as far as I'm concerned, also like those aren't the Primarchs. The Primarch is not dying under my command to a fucking squad of Tyranids.
He's gonna
That's
die.
just. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Like, you know what I mean? But like, that's gonna be like a named character from our Discord. Like, that's not Lionel Johnson. That's Lionel. You know what I mean?
Why the fuck is he so jacked? Why is he like punching like a Carnifex though? This is my point. Like, he has the stats of a Primarch.
Does he really? Does he really?
Yeah, he does.
Because like lore accurately, does he really?
I'd say he's actually too strong.
I mean, like in the books, he seems so much stronger than like you would. Would the lion ever die to a squad of Tyranids?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Emperor
That's
almost
what I
got choked to death by a fucking orc.
That's funny.
It's not hard to kill these guys. The books make them seem like they're like Supermen, but they're just kind of like big dudes.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Like,
You could just choke them. Just get a power claw, choke them. Wait, where's the heads on this thing?
If anything, they're just yoked out on fucking. Pure Blood Angel's aggression.
Interesting. These instructions don't seem like they're like fully complete.
I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah, there's never any steps to like talk about assembling the head. They just go straight into the arms. Is that a head there? Nope, that's more arms. I guess they just figured that you're smart enough to figure out the heads on your own. It's like, just find the two sides that match.
I mean, that might be in another part of the book. They might be like, and now we're going to go assemble the head parts. They don't always do things in order.
Can we do that so that that can still move? Alright, I'm trying to decide where to put the magnets for the sake of this. Probably in there. Oh, interesting.
Also, now that I remember when we were talking about, like, what's the matter?
No, I'm just like, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of like, I don't think I want to magnetize this because if I actually assemble this the way they're saying, it's got some articulation built into the arms, and I kind of like that.
Well, you just need to replace the. Where are you magnetizing?
That's I need to decide. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've seen how
I'm gonna assemble an arm and see how I could do from there. I want to see how many extra pieces I end up with.
So the shoulder. The magnet basically gets slotted into when you put the weapons together. So you see that top slot where the like.
No, I get it. So like
okay.
this is the shoulder mount. Then put like the second bit and then slot the magnet in there.
Yeah. So So the shoulder goes into the shoulder. Those parts are into the thing that connects to the forearm. But you see what that nub is that it would originally fit inside the weapon where it fits snugly?
Yeah.
You cut that nub off and replace that with a magnet.
That makes sense.
And then, so you still have the same level of articulation with that thing turning sideways because that's the only way that it turns, right? But now you have the rest of the motion of the arm. So and then you just pull the weapon off. That's it. So you see that cannon that's in the top there?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. And then
I'm just deciding how to put that there. Okay, no, yeah, this will work. I got this.
It's a 2x6. It's a 2mm by 6mm thing, and it slots perfectly in there.
Well, I have Imperial magnets. Unfortunately, they're 1/4 inch.
Word. Like either way, there's the sizes that slot perfectly into that, and they just clip. And then there's like, And then either you can cut that nub off the arm there. Well, I guess what would be the forearm, or the upper forearm would attach to the shoulder. That attaches to the gun at the elbow, I guess.
Yep. I gotcha.
You just cut that nub. Yeah, you just cut that nub clean off.
Yeah, let me
that
put
thing
a
right
magnet there.
Yeah.
Just checking sizes. It should be fine.
So the other thing that you can do in your situation, since you have the drill, is you cut that nub off, you drill it that deep, and then you just glue it into the thing right there, and then it's completely hidden.
Now I'm gonna want to make sure I line this up correctly, though.
Yeah, I got it pretty easy because also when I put the forearm on, I just I stuck the magnet to the other side and then stuck it to the forearm just so I knew it was centered.
All right, so if that's there, actually, that in theory should work just fine. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. This will be fine. Easy peasy. I just have to make sure I don't fuck up my magnets and put them on upside down or something like that.
Yeah, I did that on one of my one of my knight arms by accident, and the reason why is because the magnet there that I was testing it up against wasn't in properly or wasn't glued in securely, so it just flipped over.
Bet.
So and I was like, oh, so I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. Oh, hey, Gashak.
All right. Let's clip this off and see how we do. It's off.
I love how Gashak basically cooked up Joseph down there. Just basically cooked up what is essentially right now the top performing Death Guard list.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah. He was just playing it poorly. But like he totally like before that list even started coming out, it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna run 60 Poxwalkers against you and a whole bunch of Terminators and like scout them out with this fucking plague thing. He had all the right ingredients. It wasn't just being cooked correctly, and now I'm absolutely fucking terrified now that he's had some fucking practice. We've all been practicing together. Like I'm no longer getting my free wins by playing knights. You know what I mean? This sucks. I need to. That's why I need to pick up Space Marines now. I need to fucking try. Shit.
Kids, if you're watching, don't use power tools without adult supervision. I'm a professional.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I need to buy one of those like drills or whatnot. And then I remembered that I quite literally have a fucking Dremel.
Damn, this thing is like not fucking going in. This is the wrong kind of bit, clearly. Should I just get the Dremel? The Dremel will take care of this, easy peasy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This is the right thickness, though.
Yeah,
I just need to keep going at it. You know, I'll mute myself so I'm not flooding the thing with fucking drill noises.
Yeah. And just be careful. I don't want you ad mech yourself on fucking live on stream. Committing to the fucking bit, Olive. Committing to the bit.
Hey kids, you want to see someone lose a finger?
Hey kids. Oh no. My phone is about to die. I've got like 4% battery. Hold on a second. I'm gonna see if my laptop should be charging. Sorry, try and cough out the other side of my mouth while I'm sitting here smoking. Man. Oh yeah, so I need to tomorrow or whatnot. I'm getting dental surgery tomorrow. Whatnot. We need to at some point in time remind me to apply for Commander Sealed content creator passes for us under the Night Cafe.
Okay.
Because so it's a charity event for the Trevor Project, right?
Yeah.
So we sell tickets, or we get people to buy tickets. Goes to a good cause.
Mhm.
That being said, we also hit certain goals, and apparently there's a screen time on the main stream.
Oh, okay.
So if we raise enough money, we'll get to take over a Magic event with a Warhammer game
Yeah.
or two.
Well, I'll also have to bring my Warhammer Magic decks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Though most of those weekends I don't play a single game of Magic. I'll maybe play one as a cursory with someone who really, really wanted to play a game of Magic. But like a lot of the times, people want to come. I'm like spending my time hanging out in the courtyard there, because it's the end of summer or like late or like onset of fall, where it's just like that. It's just hot. It's just hot and sunny. And it's so nice. And there's no fucking way you could keep me inside a convention hall to play Magic. So if anybody wants to see me, we're all you know what I mean? Like it's just not happening. It's just not. So I spend the time, and like also I don't get to see anybody. Like one time I spent like a couple hours playing a game, and like that's actually like when you're on a weekend clock, like 2 hours, 3 hours in a game is a lot of time you're not seeing other people. You're like not doing other things. So I found the highest EV for me was planting my ass outside and just being the NPC joint roller that people came out and said hello to between events.
Nice.
So
all right, I'm gonna go get my Dremel because this bit is absolutely the wrong kind of bit. BRB, friends. Nathan, keep them entertained. Do a dance.
So how is everybody? Is anybody live in the chat, or have Olive and I just been entertaining ourselves? Oh, at least you don't want 42 Nurglings. Dog, I have that queued up. So when I say that I want infantry on knights, it's not ad maxed out. I want like shit like Nurglings. Like, oh my god. Those things are so fucking annoying. They got 4 hit points each. Deep strike, but infiltrate. They're such little shits. Like 42 nerdlings. How did someone not think of nerdlings? How did someone not think of that earlier? They just gum up the board and don't fucking die. It is so funny. Like, I love when competitive lists do something really stupid like that, and boy, howdy, did they do something stupid like that. Like, oh god, the 60 Pockwalks is 42 Nurgle. I gotta stop saying nerdlings. I don't know why I'm saying nerd. The Nurglings army that's just ridiculous. I don't know, but I think the Poxwalkers is actually just numerically worse. I don't want to have to try and move 60 of those things, paint them up, all that nonsense. Good lord. Gotta put my tea set away. It might freeze tonight. That's how it goes in good old Toronto. We'll have, or at least at this late part of the year. Is Olive not back? No, she's not. Oh. Sitting here about to start painting my just test up, and I kind of enjoy a little bit of storytelling in the paint. Oh, she's back. Good, good.
But I'm gonna mute myself again because this thing's loud.
I like a little bit of the storytelling in.
Actually, it's not very loud compared to the thing.
So that's why I'm going with the undercoat of corn red, because I wanted to be like, oh yeah, they have like secretly like underneath all of that, it's like there's a little bit of cornite that was cooked into it. I don't know. I find that fun for me, so that's who I'm really playing to, and it also makes it kind of funny.
I gotta put my glasses on so I don't lose an eye.
Which dog is that, honey? Oh yes. Yes, our My dog is very like acutely aware of how comfort works, which I think is very funny. So she knows, makes her bed and does all this other stuff. And she's currently doing that right now to cover her face because she wants to go to bed. And considering that my phone is dying, I should probably consider that at some point in time too. But I'm finally putting a little bit of contrast paint on this marine, and I love slap chop. I'm sorry. It's like
It's
the
good.
pop. Yeah. Like it's why I like I was saying you were out earlier when I was saying to Chad that I really want to make a Tyranid army. Because I've been inspired by playing against you, and I like the army.
The army where
That's
you
why I
don't
wanted to
kill
make.
anything, you just fucking do the objectives.
Yes, I like scoring points and I like winning games. That's what makes me happy. I like scoring points.
Well, then I'll play Chaos Knights against you just so we can reverse the roles.
Sounds great. That would be a lot of fun. So there was like an animation that I saw. Because you know how or for the people that don't know, for other people, Avalon is a like a megafauna world, and that's why everybody rocks around with knights. And because I'm kind of like a the tabletop gamer, they're one of the my in my head reason why is because like the rest of the world is at like tabletop. They're just at tabletop size, like IRL for them. So like a cat is the size of a cat to them. That's why they rock around in mech suits. Either way, there was an animation that I saw about like these plants that would like zombify and take over animals in ways. And one of them, it was like it would implant them with spores, and then the spores would burst and like create new like plant mutations. So I want to make basically what I'm calling, like I like the name High Fleet Jabberwock. But it's basically like a plant on New Avalon got Tyranid DNA and started to mutate its own Tyranids, or like a Tyranid, like a plant Tyranid. So I can like make Tyranids, but with like weird vines and shit.
Where my stack of there?
So, yeah, plant Tyranids, blue, black, green plant Tyranids. And I think it would be even funnier if it's a completely 3D printed army, because it would just be kind of like wrong. You know what I mean? Like a fake copy. It would be like abhorrent to the Tyranids.
Yeah, no, I like that because I'm not a fan of the design of 3D
Correct.
printed Tyranids. I don't think anyone's been able to really like nail the look, and they always end up adding their own like little like extra bits, and I'm like, it's not working for me. I mean, all the power to you for being a 3D modeler and everything. Like that shit's hard. I fucking know. But
You're allowed to like what you like.
yeah, I'm just picky with my Tyranids.
Yeah, so I think having like this weird off copy that like something copied the Tyranids, and they're like, oh, this is I don't like this. We need to destroy this. Or like some weird like bio-organic mutation, like a plant mutation of Tyranids. And yeah, I like that. I like the stuff that you do. Playing against you is fun. And I want to learn how to play Tyranids because it seems like an army that is fun for other people to play against, because it's like the absolute polar opposite of mine, where they're not killing anything. Because like people try and go in that game and they try and like shoot guns at it, and it doesn't really work unless they have the gun power for it. Then it absolutely fucking works. But that's one of those things where I say like, Knights is not the army to bring it down against, unless you have an army that can definitively bring it down, and then absolutely it is the army to bring it down against.
Oof. I'm kind of struggling with this a little bit.
We've hit the struggle bus?
Just a little bit. These magnets are big. Bigger than what I'm used to using. I should have just... And I might still do it. I really wanted to be able to fit the magnet into, like, this the arm and not just have it glued to the outside, but I think I'm
Yeah.
just gonna glue it to the outside.
Because that's what I did.
Because
And it basically just
it's
replaces
just
where the
kind of
nub
thick
is.
enough for that nub to be replacing that nub, yeah.
Yep. That's
And I think
quite literally
that's
what I did.
yeah. I've been trying to get it to fit into the nub. Uh, yeah. No, I'm just gonna replace the nub. It's like there's barely any nub around the edge left at this point, and I'm just gonna green stuff to fill in the hole I made.
You mean green stuff to secure?
No, because I did yeah,
a
like
little hole.
I made a bit of a hole here. I went deeper than I intended to. Did I already
Mood.
bring my green stuff over, or is it in the other room? Looks like it's in the other room. Alright, let's go get it.
Da, 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 da. Getting my flesh terrors red on top of my corn red and Korax white dry brush. I might think I might try and in the future do a Rune Fang steel or something metallic under over the corn red to give the armor a metallic finish. But I've also been thinking about a Zenithal spray with Retributor gold before dry brushing in white. Because I like the undertones that it gives. It looks really fucking cool. It's one of the problems about like having like things that you probably about having things that you like, or like something you look at something you're like, wow, okay, I really want my thing to look like that, but like I can't afford to pay somebody to make it look like that, so I've got to make it look like that. And then here we go again, another round of pummeling my autistic brain with hyperfocus. Chad, if I just randomly drop away out of nowhere, it's because my phone has died. Talking about random hyperfocus. My dog and my wife want to go to bed, so I'm just going to take this till...
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well, okay. I was going to say, I'll take it till Olive comes back. My phone's going to die.
Oh, okay.
And the wife and kid.
Your child?
The dog... Yeah,
Your fur baby?
The dog is my absolute little angel baby. The reason why I was bringing up that she knows how to make herself comfortable is because she's been piling things over her head because the lights are on and she wants to go the fuck to sleep.
Nice.
But she doesn't want to go to. She wants to go to bed with us.
Yeah,
we all go to bed at the same time.
No, it makes sense.
She'll sit at the top of the stairs and like stare at us until we go to bed. So she's just like,
Mom, Dad,
she's just
I'm
staying there.
sleepy.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sleepy. Can we go to fuck to bed? All right. I'll send you a picture of this. This looks pretty cool, Olive.
Nice. Do it. Well, just post it in the Discord.
Yeah, I'll do that. But like as just a quick slap chop, I guess.
How do people get in the Discord? By the way.
Well,
does anyone get in?
Yes.
I don't know if
can
we've
get in.
established what our system is.
So the Discord is kind of just open for all, because like it was my Discord prior. It's like, or it has been my Discord. Like the whole like.
Yeah, it is still technically like your for Magic, but we have a Warhammer section in there.
Yeah. I have a Patreon. We have a Patreon. We were going to be needing to monetize things to keep the thing going so we can all make this. That being said, predominantly a lot of my stuff is communal outreach and community. So I have some people that pay the bills, and I have a private Patreon only section, but I'm too I guess for the people to really
how dare you.
I'm really good at helping people monetize, and then I turn around and like give away everything for free because I like turn around. I'm like, can you please pay me to teach you how to make money? Okay, why do you want me to do that? I'm like, because I fucking hate making money. I'd rather just give away my shit and talk about shit. So we're gonna have patron tier stuff for like private privileges and whatnot. Like my money is made through like cooking lessons or whatnot. But like we'll have patron tier stuff for like naming characters in armies, and I'm like particularly playing an army that is going to be very good for named characters and whatnot. But all of that, our 40K Discord is very much open to all, and it's full of a lot of really great people and content creators.
Should I be throwing like a Discord invite into the like description of this thing? You think? All right.
Yeah,
I'll start doing that in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
so, like,
I think most of the people that tune in anyways are like people from Discord anyhow. But you know.
yes,
who
but
knows?
then again, yeah, that they are the audience that I am making this for. We've all kind of fallen into this audience together, so
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean.
They're great.
Like, yeah, and like, I'm glad that like you and I are hanging out a lot more, which has been a lot more fun because like I don't have a lot of friends in this city.
I get to play more 40K. That's all I care about.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Also, anyone in the Toronto area, hit me up. I will always play 40K in person. I dislike playing it over tabletop simulator.
Because that thing absolutely hates your guts.
It does, but also I just like I love the pageantry of the game. Being able to actually have like all the models out there, like that. I love that part. I love like having a big fucking army on the table and just like spending an afternoon playing with it.
Yeah, see, like I'm the golden retriever. I like to hang out and hang out with friends.
I want the pageantry.
Yeah, well, that's why I traded some magic cards into an entire Blood Angels army, so I didn't have to 3D print anything past like bits and bobs. Because if we're doing this together, you need to enjoy it as much as I do, or else nothing will get done.
I mean, you got your knights.
Yeah.
Also, I need to say one thing actually about buying these war dogs. There is about 300 points worth of models in this box for like $90.
Now you know why.
Tyranids are getting fucked, by the way. The Tyranids are just getting completely fucked by GW. I don't care, YouTube. You can fucking cancel me all you want, but it's the truth. It like Tyranid Warriors. It's like I think it might be $90 for 3 of them for a 65-point unit. It's like what the heck? That's insane. No. That's not fair.
I've been saying that from the beginning, girl. That's why I've been trying to get you like any models, like or something. Like I mean, like I think that's why I was trying to buy you those zoanthropes because like my army requires like more las cannon fire.
But
and then I went and like I was like, oh, I'm gonna this has got to be a little bit more tiring. I'm gonna go get you something. And then I messaged you. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean zoanthropes are $90 a fucking package?
Yeah.
Or like $100. Like what the fuck do you mean? And then you look up how much they like. It's like so yeah. That's why like I was saying knights are like a super cheap army to get into. Like the models are still expensive, but it's like
dollar for point value. Yeah, knights are cheaper to get into than almost any other.
Yeah, it's them and Adeptus Custodes.
And Space Marines, just because Space Marines are in the starter packs.
Yeah.
You always have cheap Space Marines to buy.
Yeah, Auspex Tactics did a thing on it, and it was Adeptus Custodes I think was the cheapest because you can just basically put it together off of 2 battle boxes. And then after that, it's the knights. And then I think Grey Knight's in there as well.
Ironically, the most money per model, but the most points per dollar. Whereas Tyranid is the opposite.
Exactly. People are like, what the fuck do you mean a Knight's model is $200? And I'm like, my brother in Christ, that's a good thing. That's a quarter of your fucking army. Like... You're Gucci. You need you could just go out and buy like 4 of those and you're done.
I mean, the armatures are almost as good of a dollar per point ratio. I mean, I guess the main thing is insane. It's like someone who doesn't play the game, that's an insane amount of money to drop on a piece of plastic and everything. But like, when you play this game, your brain kind of gets rewired as to what the value of things are. It's weird.
Yeah, and even trying to get into it, it was just like, wow, I cannot play this army. I cannot play this army. I cannot play. Okay, so this is the one that I'm playing right here. It's like I was very lucky that the army I wanted to play.
Well, you were able to get your second hand too, right?
Yes, it's the same person I traded for this army.
Yeah. Damn, where are they getting all the models from?
They had played 40K for a while and they no longer enjoyed it.
Oh, that's a
They
sad
also-
story.
That's what I said. Once I found out about that, I was like, yeah. So they've been sitting down there, and then they told me, they're like, oh yeah, the same person. I'm like, they're like, oh, I have 3,000 points of Tyranids for later down the line if you ever want to trade. And I'm like, and he told me some of the stuff that was in it. I'm like, can you, before you ever consider trading this particular group of models, can you please do me a favor and go look at the Shatterstar arsenal? Because they're like, oh, I didn't really enjoy it. I wasn't really good at it. And like, you know, like this, they had like they had real reasons, you know, like respectable reasons. And then I was looking at this one. I'm like, okay, well, can you do me a favor? Like, this army's real fucking good, and you've got a lot of the shit for it. So could you just try it before you sell it, please? You come play against me. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah, bring him over.
Yeah, that's the best part about having a studio.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
I think I overcooked with my Blood Angel and started adding some metallics to the stuff, and I slightly overcooked it, so I'm just putting it down.
Oh, shit.
Oh, plus again, my phone is gonna die.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What just happened?
What's the matter?
Uh-oh.
Coming in. Sorry.
Uh-oh. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. We're super gluing my fingers to magnets. I had a fuck up there. That's gonna have to be fixed at a later time. I put the piece that I just magnetized, glued a magnet to next to the other piece that had a magnet on it, and the power of the magnets literally ripped the magnets out of the pieces so that they could connect. And now these two magnets have super glue between them, so I need to fix that. There we go. Got the exact knife through there. Just let those two exist separate for a little bit. And in the meantime, let's try to get some of these... Oh no, we need to wait on that. We'll get one of these weapon pieces put together. Bum, bum, bum. So I definitely want a chainsaw and a thermal cannon on one of these guys. So we'll go with that one first. Because I've seen how well those work. Nathan. Oh, did he leave? Oh, he did. Ah, I'm here by myself. His phone must have died. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just here with all of yous. Hello. Guess Shack. Didn't run 42 Nurglings. I guess for those of you who are like on our Discord server and do like occasionally play against Nathan and stuff, I assume most of you are not really in Toronto though, right? For playing in person purposes. I know Nate's over in like a ways away. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want to dox people. Ooh, that's a little far there. Well, shit, I might just have to get over my disdain of tabletop sim then. me, when I first had this set up, the chat was like, there, get that past my head. Down. I'm gonna get this night done tonight before I log out. We're so close. Wonder if I can magnetize its waist. Ba, 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 ba. Eh. That looks... Oh, mold lines. There's mold lines all over this dang thing. Ba. Okay. So we got that. So if I put a magnet, oh, I'm dropping them into this slot here. Hopefully I got it facing the right way. And then we close it up like that. And will this, no, I got it upside down. Man, I am butterfingers right now. Ooh. Dang, that actually works really well. Yeah. Alright, we're magnetizing these bad boys. Look at that. Not even any glue on there yet. Oh, and might as well check the other arm too. Make sure I got the magnets on the right way. Yep. Perfect. So the arm will be reversible. That's actually really cool. And yeah, the arms are designed in such a way that if you have 1/4 inch magnets, it's kind of set up really well for you. Cool. And this arm literally just connects right there? Seems so short, but I guess it's because it's one of the gun arms. It's not like the claw arm and stuff. Yeah, that's like literally it. Okay, let that dry. Oh wait, am I not supposed to put any glue there either? Oh no, did I just mess this up? Yeah, I did just mess it up. Dang. All right, these models are actually super dang cool. Gotta wait for that glue to dry so that I can then put it on without getting stuck. Dang, so the entire like arm rig doesn't really require much in the way of glue. That's really cool. And it's all got that sweet articulation. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, the glue, so don't have to worry about messing it up any further. Sweet, and let that dry. No. It's unnecessary to magnetize the waste, I think. I think I might just glue it. Actually stays on pretty good even without any glue. Maybe I will leave it for now. Alright, I'll just keep assembling more weapon arms then. Where's this little hose go to? Oh, and I need the old front scythe thing. Remember to cut the little bits first. Clip the little bits first, then the big bits. Ba, 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 ba. Sweet. Yeah, these wardogs are super sick actually. Just the assembling process is awesome. Although it's taken me some time, but that's fine. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Feel like I'm in the zone. I'm like, I don't even want to talk right now. I'm just like, man, this thing is super cool. I was doing some like, hold on, water break real fast. I was doing some research on Chaos Knights just to figure out like their lore and stuff, like how they would fit into my Alpha Legion warband and everything, since that's what they're going to be allied to primarily. And just learning about how the war dogs, so like regular knights have the throw mechanicum, right? And then you have the armigers that have a lesser version of it. It's called like the helm something, I forget. Not the helm mechanicum, but it's something similar. Um, and oh gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna keep talking until I sneeze. Um, and the when a pilot is wired into the helm of an armiger, the like the knight that they are like assisting in battle and everything that they're like directly under, the throne mechanicum can literally override their own desires while on the battlefield. So that will like allow bigger knights to basically force the pilots of smaller knights to like sacrifice themselves for the cause and stuff like that. Basically, it makes it impossible for them to rebel or ignore orders or anything like that. Um, and since Chaos Knights are just corrupted, like Imperial Knights and everything, that system is still in place, but the culture around it is very different. The pilots of the War Dogs are always trying to prove themselves to try to basically be like, trying to show that they are capable of piloting one of the larger knights one day. Um, so they are out there like basically seeking glory and everything while having to deal with this thing in their head that is forcing them to like obey their cruel master whom they hate, and while they're outside of their mech is constantly plotting his downfall so that they can replace him and take over his mech instead. And I'm like, that's great. That's the Saturday morning cartoon villainy I love. Chainsaw. Broom, broom. It needs the big thing on the end. Oh, I guess the big hook on the end is optional, but I like the big hook. For those of you who weren't here before when I started talking about this, that these two war dogs are basically going to be two captured armigers from mine and Hermit's previous game. So I'm trying to figure out some good like names for the actual like machines themselves before they got corrupted, and then maybe do like an evil corrupted version of the name. Yeah, everyone loves a chainsaw with a hook on the end. Why do you need a hook on the end? Pfft, I don't know, it makes the chainsaw cooler. Oh, my allergies. Oh my god, I'm so sniffly. I hate it. I hate everything right now. Gosh. Curse you, Nurgle. Wait, does Nurgle control allergies? Oh, that goes into there. Oh, wow, look at that. They have it set up so that the thing will still move, and this hose is actually going right into the, dang. All right, that's... I can give GW credit where credit is due. That's pretty fucking good. I'm gonna magnetize this one. Magnet goes in. Other piece goes over it. There we go. Does that work? Ha ha! Sweet. No. Why, Magnet? Why did you do this to me? Oh, because the end of this tube is metal. Wait, did it mess up? Okay, it didn't, but now I just got out of there. Gosh. I have too much metal around me. Why am I doing this like this? So unnecessary, making my life more difficult. All right, there we go. It's on. It's safe. It's within the arm now. I don't need to worry about it. Just need to worry about cleaning up all these rough spots on the plastic. I like all the little articulation things on the knights. They're cool. It reminds me of Transformers action figures. This one's a little loose. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, like that's pretty loose. I don't know if I like it being that loose. Oh, part of it is just because it's not gluing properly. Just put a little dab there, a little dab up there, a little dab there, a little dab there, and let that dry. This guy's a little loose too. We'll see. I might just end up actually gluing it into a specific pose and just letting the magnets be my articulation. But I appreciate that they did all this. Alright, will that work if I do this now? Yep. That's nice and tight. I like that. There we go. Cool beans. Don't need that many magnets on there. That one's tighter on that side. My brother just arrived, and he handed me some more magnets. So I got magnets for days. Although the new ones seem like they're a bit smaller than the other ones, which is like it's fine. I think I might have enough of this size to keep me going. Okay, 2 arms down. What's the third arm? Where's the third arm? Is it just the chain cannon? I think so. Where are all these other little bits? Hmm. Hermit, just talking about your magnets, right? I assume the armature size magnets. Where'd you get your magnets, by the way? Because someone was asking about magnets before, and I haven't actually bought magnets in so long that I forget what like all the various brands are and everything like that. Ooh, I need to blow my nose. Gosh, hold on a sec. Oh my god. Oh gosh. I never unmuted myself. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Gashak. Holy crap. Well, I'm not going to repeat all the things I was saying. Um, I will say this. My brother arrived and handed me some more magnets. And I think... Oh no. I muted myself when I was blowing my nose. Meh. Right. That was more recent. Okay. It wasn't a ton of muted, but it was enough. Thank you for pointing that out. See, this is why I make constant weird little noises so that you know if I've accidentally muted myself, because you're like, where's her weird little noises she makes? Everyone loves a good chain cannon, right? Oh no, these parts here are probably for the other melee arm, actually. Because this one just slots right into... Right. Which means we need ourselves another magnet. Does that work? Perfect. Yeah, this wardog's such a cool model. Also, absolutely bullshit on the tabletop. At 140 points, like, yeah, this thing punches way above that weight class. It is like a similar amount of points to a Chaos Predator. Um, but I like Chaos Predator doesn't have a melee profile. This thing has an invulnerable save. This thing has like more wounds. It's faster. Its actual like damage output, it's pretty comparable, maybe slightly less. Um, but it's like what the heck? It's just bonkers all the other things it does. Also, it counts as battle line, even when it's allied to you. Yeah, see that? I don't like the floppiness of this arm. I think I'm gonna glue it into place. I'm gonna leave this thing to be able to turn, but I think I'm gonna glue that part into place, just so that I don't have floppy arm syndrome. There we go. And same thing over here. Just a tiny bit of glue so that I can like unstick it if necessary. Let that dry. And these shoulders still move. Ooh, this one's really tight, but that's okay. I'd rather it be too tight than too loose. All right, cannons, chainsaw. Let's get the head on this thing before it gets too late, right? Where's the skull head? I guess it's that one right there, yeah. There's like a crazy bird head, a crazy skull head, and then like some more humid looking ones. What the heck is that part from? Oh, that's probably the back of another head. Oh, and he's got his shoulders too. When do we attach the shoulders? Oh, they go onto there. Interesting. I hope I fixed my mic problem. No one said if they can hear me now, but I'm seeing my voice being picked up on the stream, so that's something. Weird dog head. Oh, I don't know if it can even be seen. Yeah. Oh, interesting. How it's built in like that. It's got this like little peg up there that slots in. I thought that was like a horn, but no. It's just an attachment point. Okay, put those aside for now. Okay, we're gonna get this guy together. Let's chop off these shoulder pads. Ooh, maybe I should I can do another. Well, first I gotta paint my Vindicator up, like I promised, after the name pull went so well. Maybe I should also do a name pull for these guys at some point. But it's probably better that they earn their names, right? I always prefer that. Can maybe do a name pull for their old names, though, when they were still Imperial Knights. They go Going like that? Oh no, like I see. Oof. I'm getting poked by the spikes. Is that going on correctly? I feel like it should. I should hear like a snap or something. Here we go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And bop bop bop. I'm gonna build up his base before I glue him down, but oh, I've knocked his shoulder pad off. That is my new precious baby boy. I'm gonna need to get him a name at some point, though. Ah, he's gorgeous. I love him. Actually, I kind of like this arm being down like that. It looks like he's like about to take some shots with the chain cannon, considering he's looking right in the same direction as it. That's a happy accident right there. You love to see the happy accidents. And yeah, we've got replacement arms as well. Sweet. Well, this went a little longer than I thought it would, but hey, if you stuck with me for the entire like 3.5 hours, then you're friggin' awesome. And I'm going to bid you all a good night and get some food and take some rest. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me.